Everybody, welcome to our lower back stretch workout. We're going to start in a seated position, and it's going to really loosen off that back and have it feeling nice and flexible. So to start, just feet out in front, legs flat on the floor, more so aiming to just drop our head and our upper back rather than reaching out to your toes. So let that upper back and middle back round out. It can be a little bit stiff and tight in the beginning for many of you. So just relax, be passive. Just trust it and let it take some time. If you are someone that's super tight in this kind of movement, you can sit on top of something like an ab mat and put that under your butt, and that might help you sit into that position a little more comfortably. You can grab onto your ankles, your knees, your calves, and help hold that position slightly. If you are really flexible and you can grab the ends of your feet, that's great, as long as your middle upper back is dropping. So from here, just relax into your breath. Make your breathing nice and deep and slow. If you can breathe through your nose, do so. Slow, deep, controlled nose breathing. So gently and continually let your hamstrings and let your back relax. Again, we're not trying to overstress this stretch. We're going to be here for about 1 more minute. Just breathe and relax. If this position is uncomfortable for you quite regularly, then it's probably an indication that you need to do this a little more often. So when you get the chance, sit into that position, and it will eventually get better if you keep doing it. Only a few minutes at a time each day, but if you set that as a routine to do this each day, you're going to be in such a better position a couple of months down the track. Last little bit. Let everything go, relax. From here, you're just going to slowly roll yourself out of this position. Cross your legs. And then we're going to come to hands and knees. Then lay down to our tummies. We're going to take our hands below our shoulders and just put our hands out a little bit wider. We're going to press down into the seal pose. Fingers spread out, arms out straight. This should be quite a decent back bend. If you can bring your hands in closer, once you're up, you can shuffle them in closer. It's going to be very dependent on you and your flexibility. If this is too full on for you, you can drop down to your elbows in the position called the Sphinx. It's a little less intense, actually quite a bit less intense than the seal. If you do find yourself fatiguing in the seal, you can drop down to the Sphinx as well. So you do not need to stay in the seal the entire time, but if you can interchange between the two, it'll help you get through. Now that you're in this position, just focus on deep breathing, deep nose breathing ideally. And just relax, let your back sit. Don't force the movement, just sink into it. Breathe, relax. Once again, don't forget, if you are fatiguing in the arms, drop down to the Sphinx for a moment, relax, and then you can move back to it. You don't want to be in a extreme, uncomfortable, painful position when stretching. You want to be uncomfortable, you want to be challenged, but we want to also relax and let everything just calm down. This isn't a WOD. This is a stretch WOD. Not long to go. Alright, we're going to ease ourselves back to our tummies, have a rest for a moment. Then we're going to push ourselves up to hands and knees. We're going to shift over to our backs. Firstly, you're just going to bring your right knee up to your chest, left leg on the ground. Then you're going to just bring your right knee across, so twist it over to the left hand side. Aiming to keep your shoulders flat on the floor. And just relax that knee across. Your left arm can help pull that right knee down. You can extend your right arm out to help that weight stay down and balance. Then just continue to breathe deep. As you breathe, you should feel your spine just mil by mil release that little bit further. Every time you exhale, just let it go that little bit deeper each time you breathe. I'm going to go for one more minute. Relax. Let it release. All these routines we provide for you guys they're all short. They only go for 8, 9, 10, 12 minutes. And that's all you really do need to do each day, if that's all the time that you have. We don't always make a lot of time available to stretch, and it's probably where most of us can be deficient. So just getting these 10, 12 minutes of time aside for yourself are super important. Not only for your training, but for your lifestyle. Cool, we're going to bring ourselves back to the center. And then release. Now let's squeeze our left leg into our tummies first. And then bring it across to the right. Left leg across, right arm holding your left knee down. And then once again, relax your shoulders flat on the floor. Head back into your nice controlled deep breathing. And let that mil by mil stretch extend every exhale. Once again, just switch off, relax. There's not long to go. Last 30 seconds. Let it sink a little more. Enjoy this last little bit. Okay, heading back onto your back, lay down, relax. Take your time before jumping out of that stretch or out of that nice sleepy little position on the floor. And that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed our lower back session.